If you've ever watched Naruto, you've always wondered what it would be like if you had at least one of the powers in Naruto. That's from the perspective of a normal human being, of the normal human population. Sure, there's been videos about that, but I thought to myself, what if we took the elite fighters of this world and gave them the Sharingan? What would that give? What would be the result? And after a lot of thinking, I came up with something that's pretty decent. The fighter we are going to use for this video has to be an average UFC fighter, because we all know UFC is the best fighting league for MMA in the world. The fighter that we will use for this video must be someone that's recognizable, not a bad fighter, but not a great fighter either. And who's best for that role than Kevin Owens? First of all, let's determine what is... The Sharingan is an ocular ability that's developed only in the Uchiha clan of the Naruto universe. The main perks of these Sharingans are the ability to see movement in advance, seeing chakra patterns, being able to copy people's attacks, and last but not least, the ability to cast genjutsu, which are powerful illusions. Let's assume that Kevin Holland is a part of the Uchiha clan. His name will have to change first of all to Kevin Uchiha. So I'm going to be referring to him as Kevin Uchiha. In order for Kevin to develop, to awaken the Sharingan, he would need to go through an high emotional state, which could be the death of someone, sadness, pain, anger, or just a strong desire to protect, love, any strong emotion. In the case of Kevin Uchiha, it will be seeing Nina drama for the first time. This guy fell in love. He didn't care that her husband was there. But regardless of that, now Kevin will be seeing the world very differently from me and you. He'll be seeing colors that me and you can't even imagine. And at first, he might be freaked out. Oh, and he will be freaked out for sure. You know why? Because he'll be able to see the muscles of his opponents. He'll be able to see their nervous system. He'll be seeing everything raw. But most importantly, what does that mean for his fighting? We all know that Kevin Holland, aka Kevin Uchiha, is a good fighter, but he's not elite. And also, he's not consistent. He's not a consistent fighter. Well, that'll make a big difference having the Sharingan, because now he's going to be winning consistently. Ask me why. You see, the Sharingan has two specific functions: the Eye of Insight and the Eye of Hypnotism. The Eye of Insight focuses on the prediction and copying of techniques. Because of the Eye of Insight, Kevin will be able to anticipate every single move, every technique, every combination, every single setup that an opponent might throw at him. Due to the fact that he'll get an understanding of who you are, your technique, your rhythm, down to a science. So if he's fighting a fighter that is predominantly a striker, he will be able to break him down to the T to find the exact counter for everything he has. If he's fighting a grappler that's excellent in grappling, he can break the person down and negate every single grappling, wrestling attempt that they make and make it a stand-up fight. And not only win, but win effortlessly. Because you see, the Eye of Insight doesn't only give you the ability to predict what's going to happen, to see your opponent's next 10 moves. No. It allows you to break it down, understand it, and use it for yourself forever. The implications of these are as follow. If you can watch someone one time and learn their fighting style, you can do that by watching a video of your enemies. That means that Kevin will be able to watch footage of Shafkat, for example. If you want to talk about real boogeymen in the welterweight division, he could watch that and then just finish Shafkat before they even fight. He wouldn't even need to fight him to understand his fighting style and to use it. Another reason why with the Sharingan he will be so unbeatable is because of the reaction time. His reaction time will be so much more higher than the average human being reaction time that he will be literally virtually untouchable. Now we're getting into the interesting parts. Genjutsu. Obviously, we're still talking about inside of the octagon. Literally, Kevin Uchiha will be able to hypnotize, technically, any opponents before the fight even starts. He could put them under Genjutsu at the face-off, so that he programs them to make certain mistakes or to just fight like emotionally, just go out swinging.
And who is going to win? Jay seems to be carrying the confidence and he's coming forward. JJ just sort of, whoa!
And then capitalize on that and just knock them out. He could literally Genjutsu an opponent into submission, literally, by pretending to have a rear naked choke, but really and truly the guy is under a Genjutsu and is tapping for no reason. Outside of the cage, he could put Dana White into a Genjutsu to give him main event fights, to get infinite title shots, just by Genjutsu in Dana White. Title fights also make more money, so that means that he could make himself a millionaire. I mean, millionaires many times over. See, with the Sharingan, the possibilities for Kevin or any other mid-UFC fighter are infinite, let alone the big dogs. Here comes the inconvenience of having a Sharingan. The first thing is that it's not fair. It's not possible for you to just fight with something like that, something so powerful. It will not be allowed. You would not be allowed to be a UFC fighter unless there was a specific division for Uchihas. But let's say you found a way to, kind of sneak around that. That means that you got the Sharingan, but now you can't use it blatantly. You have to use it in glimpse so that the opponent doesn't clock it, and so that nobody around clocks it, because it has to stay a secret. Otherwise, you can't compete. But just think about it for 1 second. You blink 1 second, and the next second, your eyes are red with some black dots in it. What is your opponent going to think? They're going to freak out. They are going to freak out and they're going to call it out. This is the reason why you would not be able, as a UFC fighter, to use the Sharingan in a fight. All of the uses of the Sharingan, they will have to be done before. And if you want to use it mid-fight, you're going to have to look down at their feet and try to figure things out by the way their feet move, but never let them see your eyes. But outside of that, if there was a way to not get caught, it would be dope to have the Sharingan. In the future, they'll have a Sharingan users division, Uchiha special. But yeah, guys, that was what would happen if Kevin Holland had the Sharingan. So yeah, guys, it's your favorite YouTuber, Tenam's Goal. If you like this video, you can click here, or just go on my profile, subscribe, and there's much more videos like these. And also check the link in the description to help support the people of Palestine. They don't want me to talk about it. Please do show support. And yes, until next time.
قالوا إنها وعد نحن عصبة الأسد فأتاهم زحفنا زائلون للأبد